therapist is not God. That doesn't mean therapy isn't helpful. But when people act like therapy is just the key to your healing, respectfully, I have to disagree. Because guess what? A therapist ain't with you 24/7. But guess who is? God. It's so important for you to have a connection to the Most High. I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about relationship. Because when you get closer to God, you start to discover and uncover some truths that you couldn't get through going to therapy. And I used to think if I could just get some therapy, then I'll be healed, then I'll finally be perfect. Then I realized, no. If you're not doing the work outside of therapy and you only depend on therapy, no, you're not going to see much of a difference. And I'm going to be real. Some people don't really benefit from therapy. Some people don't need therapy. That doesn't mean they don't need healing. That just means therapy is not really beneficial for them. It just depends on the person. It depends on their personality, and it also depends on how self-aware they already are. When you pray, that's you talking to God. That's you making your requests known to God. When you meditate, that's one of the ways God speaks to you. There's been so many times after I got done meditating that I had certain realizations. I had certain epiphanies. That is one of the ways God speaks to us. Another way that he speaks to us is through other people and through signs and symbols. See, the reason God is the key to your healing is because God is love and God is all-knowing. So when you seek God, God will give you answers. God will give you the wisdom. God will give you the understanding. And when you lean on God, God will give you the love and the strength that you need to carry on. I know because I've done it. I really thought like, oh, if I just get therapy, then I'll be healed. Once I started this spiritual journey and I really started seeking God, God started revealing things to me that I was like, wow, I didn't realize that about myself. Wow, I didn't realize this is why I do that, and that is why I do this. I didn't realize this was connected to that. I'm telling y'all, when you seek God, God will guide you. God will give you answers that respectfully you cannot get from a therapist. And I'm not trying to discourage you from going to therapy. That's not what I'm trying to do. But I don't feel like everybody has to go to therapy in order to heal. Yes, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like everybody should try therapy. But if you go and it ain't really doing nothing for you, I don't think you should force it. But I'ma stand by. God is the number one key to your healing. God is the number one key. Whatever you call God, I'm not here to push my, personal beliefs on people. But whatever you call God, having a connection to the Most High, having a connection to that force, that's what's going to open your eyes. That's what's going to wake you up. That's what's going to free you. That's what's going to heal you. It's going to heal your spirit, being connected to that greater force that none of us can fully understand and explain. But on the flip side, I do think people with certain mental disorders do need therapy. Some mental disorders, it's a lot harder to just do the inner work and not seek any professional help. I'm gonna be honest. I think all things are possible through God, but I'm gonna say it's a lot more challenging with certain mental disorders. I'm gonna just be honest. But in general, I feel like there's just so much information out there. We have so much technology. We have Google. You can Google almost anything. If a person really wants the knowledge, if they're really dedicated to healing and studying themselves and really understanding themselves, they can do that on their own without going to therapy, or in addition to going to therapy. Because like I said, if all you're doing is going to therapy and that's it, you ain't doing no work by yourself or with God, you won't be going to therapy for 10 years. You won't be the same damn person. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just being honest. I just have to be real because for so many years, I played the victim. I was like, woe is me. I'm so broke. I can't afford therapy. If I could just afford therapy, then I would heal. Let me tell you something. Once I could finally afford therapy, by the time I got to therapy, I didn't already did most of the work. I was kind of like, I'm kind of just here for fun. I'm kind of just here for research purposes. I was kind of being a therapist to my therapist. But that's because of all the work I did in private, in secret, in the dark, with just me and God. Me and God going inward, constantly praying, constantly meditating, constantly reading scriptures, constantly reading different books, listening to audiobooks, watching a bunch of YouTube videos, journaling. Like, I did so much work on my own. So like I said, once I got to therapy, I could sense that my therapist was kind of looking at me like, you sure you need therapy, my G? You sure? Because you seem like you got it down packed. But yeah, I'm not trying to discourage, people from going to therapy. If you feel like you need therapy, you should go. Give it a try. But don't think that's going to be the key. Don't think that's going to be the answer. Don't think that's going to be the end all be all. I just got to go to therapy and then I'm going to be healed. I pray this video was helpful. If it was, make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe. Bye.